Hello, this is the video lesson for the beginner version of Romanza. So this is an old song. Don't know who wrote it, but no one knows who wrote it. And it comes from Spain. It's sometimes called Spanish Romance as well. So this song, let's get the right hand going first, okay? So we are picking with finger 1, 2, 3. So we don't include our thumb with that. I'll say thumb when we're picking with our thumb. So we're using our third finger along to pick the top E string, which is your thinnest one there. You then have your middle finger, or the second finger, is going to pick the B string. That's the one above it. And then your first finger is going to pick the G string. And think of this as in sets of 3. So that would be one set, and we're going to do it 3 times, okay? 2, 3. And every time you start a new set, so on the first sort of group of the set of 3, you're going to use your thumb to play the low E string, that's at the top of the guitar, at the same time as you use your third finger to pick the E string. So it'd have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so only on the first one do we use that at the same time as our third finger. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Spend some time getting used to that, and here's a tip on that with your hand position. If your thumb, when you're picking this, if it is nearer to this end to the guitar than your fingers are, so if we're picking like this, you can see my thumb there is behind my fingers. Oops, let me try that again. Do you hear that? It makes it very difficult to do, and you're prone to making mistakes, as I was just there. So what I want you to try and do with your thumb, have your thumb pointing nearer to this end of the guitar than your fingers are. So if you can see there, my thumb is actually a good inch away from my first finger. So always have your thumb nearer to this end of the guitar than your fingers are when you're picking, and then it makes it much easier to do. Now, it might feel a bit awkward to do that to start with, but spend some time getting used to that. We're going to add our left hand in now, or our fretting hand. You've got to be on the top E string, that's your thinnest string at the bottom of the guitar, on number 7. Now I use my third finger along to fret that note. You can use your first or your second, you can use your pinky if you want, well that might be tricky. Now, I have no dots along here, but on your guitar you might have a dot 3, 5 and 7, okay? If you don't have dots, it might be worth sticking a dot on 7 and 5, or even 3 as well, just so you can get there quickly. So I'm holding down 7, and your first set of 3 is just holding down that one note. So we have 1, 2, 3. That's your first part, okay? The next set of 3 is going to change. We're going to do 7 on 1, which means we have our thumb. Come down to 5, 2, and for the third group, we come to number 3. So here's that second set then. 7, 5, 3. Let's stick them 2 together. So here's your first set. Here's the second set with our thumb on the 7 again. Down to 5. Down to 3. Okay, let's do the next part then. So the third set along is going to be 3, 2, 0. And on 3, because it's the first group, we're going to use our thumb again on 3. So excellent stuff. Let's do that whole lot, okay? First set on number 7. Second set stayed on 7 to 5 to 3. Stay on 3. Excellent stuff. I'd probably pause the video there and get used to doing that part. The 3 ones that we did. So 7 with a thumb, 7 with a thumb again, 5, 3, 3 with a thumb, 2, 0. So yeah, pause that there, I reckon, and maybe get used to just doing that bit. And unpause whenever you're ready. So our next part, we are starting on 0 again. So we're doing thumb again to number 3. And this is where the dots come in handy. You then come up to 7. So that's 0, 3, 7. And here's your next part then. The next group comes all the way up to 12. Now, if you don't have dots, probably stick one on 12. But 12, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the last fret where it meets, where the guitar neck meets the body. And you're going to stay on 3, my apologies, you're going to stay on 12 for the whole set. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that part was okay. Your next set then, 12 again, with a thumb of course. Come back 2 to number 10. Back another 2 to number 8. So that was 12, 10, 8. And here's your final part for this then. We're going to go 7, 5, 3, 3, 2, 0. So 7 with a thumb, 5, 3, 3 again with the thumb, 2, 0, and I've added a bass note at the end to finish that off. So let's just go over that whole section again. 0 with a thumb to number 3, up to 7, 12 with a thumb, and stay there. 12 again with the thumb to 10, to 8, 7 with our thumb, 3 of our thumb again, to 2, to 0, and that one at the end. Excellent work. That's a lot to take in, okay? So, even if you do 1 or 2 sections, that's fine. Just do a little bit every day. Let's say if you did section 1 and section 2. My lights went out. And the back. Let's say I did section 1 and 2. And just practice that for a couple of days. And then do the next 2 parts. And do that for a couple of days. And so forth. I'll give you the whole lot. So we have let me know if that helps you out. And I hope it does, but let me know if it does. And have a fantastic Christmas.